this is Kavfire here with another Star Trek Online stream. I'm sorry about lateness. I actually had to. It took me a little while to get all the marks and everything for the repetition, which I will be going over in detail later on. All right, so I had actually done some research after the last stream, right? Apparently, the Empire, Warzone, Vigilance, and the Frack Return are all Klingon-based, which are solely only the Klingons who do it. So, we actually have a lot more content for the Klingons. We actually might get to...
From the heart of Kronos to the frozen wastes of Rurapenthe, Klingons have built an empire that values strength, honor, and skill in combat. To be Klingon is to be a warrior. Fight well, live with honor, die with a blade in your hand. If you can do these things, you will live forever.
I just turned down the audio a little bit. Alright, so we are going to... Here, I think we can just get that.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning, every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
Okay.
Captain, the warp trail ends here. What are your orders? Opening hailing frequencies. If he's out there, he'll hear it.
Captain, I recommend modifying the navigational beacons in this system to amplify our efforts in locating the prisoner.
Okay. We might reach the next rank. So that means we should.
Beacon modified. Nothing yet. We should modify another beacon. Got him! Establishing a communication link now.
You? I am impressed. I thought Doran was the right choice for command, but apparently even I can be wrong. The KDF will do well with you in their ranks. You have the tenacity of a rabid targ. As much as I might deserve to rot in a Klingon jail cell and be interrogated to within an inch of my life on a daily basis, I have unfinished business. It's time I was going. I don't doubt that you would. However, I always have an escape plan. I've planted a tiny subroutine in all Starfleet computers. If any vessel arrives in the Boreth system, their sensors will pick up distress beacons from dozens of destroyed Starfleet starships. In addition, when we started this conversation, I sent out a few false maydays from these phantom vessels. Ships are already responding. You've proven yourself to be a skilled warrior already, so I'm sure you know that Kalis said it was acceptable to lose a battle to save an empire, or a ship. I suggest you leave before Starfleet arrives.
Captain, you're being hailed by one of the Starfleet vessels.
Klingon bird of prey, power down your weapons and shields, and prepare to be boarded. Our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. This trap is obviously your handiwork. Surrender now, or we will be forced to open fire.
Yeah, the problem is, who's gonna actually rescue you from me?
We wish to resolve this peace, but we will defend ourselves.
Another contact on the scanners. How many ships did Starfleet have in our sector?
That's a good question.
Ready to leave the system on your command.
It is surprising that Starfleet was able to keep a number of the vessels this close to clearance space. It is technically in...
It is unfortunate that the prisoner has eluded your search. That said, you did uncover a Federation spy nest in the heart of First City. We've deciphered their infiltration techniques and are cracking down on their spy network within the Empire. One of my prison guards was impressed with your tenacity and asked to be reassigned to your crew. You would be wise to accept it.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Rura Penthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can.
Copy that.
There is work to do.
Alright, so we have new stuff. Let's actually equip that on our ship. So we have a new shield. And a new drive. Yay! We also have this. That's actually really good because it gives us both physical damage resistance and kinetic damage resistance, which I believe really helps with torpedoes. Yeah, even though it says 10%, I lose 0.9, which sucks, but there it is. Yeah. So, this guy has Charter Beam. That's not going to be really helpful. Let's go to the... Where is the space dock? To the shipyard. I can't do anything about that here. Do I really have to go to... I'm trying to figure out how to actually do it, train the skill. I know where to go to on Earth Space Dock. Costume Taylor. Okay, I have to actually go to Precision. Oh, I think, it's over here. Oh no, I think it's right this way. Yeah, because this is like the academy area. Yeah, this is like... I don't need bridge officers. I need new skills for bridge officers. So I need... So yellows are... that, let's do this. Alright. This also allows me to show you guys how to actually change your skill for your character. So you go to whatever officers you need, and you actually go into their skills. Now, if you go do it on your your player character, you can actually see this. They can learn, and I already had that. Let's do science name. So now that they have science name, right? You go to your station, click on the person you want to change your skill, and you have your ensign, your lieutenant commander, and then finally your commander's skill. Now, depending on what type of ship you're flying, you will have more than 3. You can have, I think the highest I've seen is 7? No, 6. Yes, I think I saw like 6 people. 6 or 7, I don't remember exactly what. And you can choose, change the skill. And you can do this in the field, but to pick up more skills, you have to go to this guy here. So white is ensign, green is lieutenant, blue is lieutenant commander, and purple is your commander. Now you can also pick this up for science, for your intelligent people, bridge officers. Now, to do that, you actually have to have someone who is a ship. Actually, here's an example. I believe this one actually. Yes. So this ship right here, the Apache Command Carrier, allows me to have a Commander Science or Command Station, and a Lieutenant Commander Engineering / Miracle Worker. I don't know what Miracle Workers are, but I think Command's actually... I don't even know what Command does, because I haven't done it in a long time. Oh. Okay. So I did not know that. So we're gonna go back up to space. Real quick. And then do the system. One thing that I wish they would add, and this is like from me playing the amount of hours I've had, is that you can just skip going to space and just go right to sector space. Alright, so we're actually going to a destination that is, let's actually enable astrometrics. The place we're going is actually, a place that Kirk, who actually, James T. Kirk actually goes to in, the Undiscovered Country. The last of the, original series movies, if memory serves. Him and Dr. McCoy. So this event is actually really good. I didn't know this until I did this today, but there's one of the TFOs, which I'll probably do.
This is Warden Katuk of the Rura Penthe Penal Colony. You do not have authorization to land. Turn back now. Any attempt to violate our security perimeter will be met with force.
Our authorization comes from Chancellor Jimpak himself. It is unwise to stand in the way of his representatives. Unless, of course, you'd like to become a resident of your own prison.
My apologies, Kalekanes. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rura Penthe? There are no Federation corps on Rura Penthe. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like infants?
It appears the spy is as good at getting into prisons as he is at escaping them. Check your sensor logs, Warden. He is here, somewhere.
Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulations. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours and a Klingon shuttle. The shuttle left the system hours ago. You are still here.
Your arrogance is tiresome, Warden. Produce your sensor logs at once.
Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. There have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are either accounted for or dead. Your trail has gone cold.
Ready to beam down on your command, Captain. There is a magnetic field covering the entire penal colony to prevent prisoners from escaping via transporter. We'll have to beam down to the outskirts of the magnetic field and walk to the entrance.
I can totally see, as a lieutenant,
Hark! Where do you think you are going?
Since you're a lieutenant, the captain would have to go down on away missions for diplomatic stuff. It makes sense. I think it's actually common for the captain to do that, unless there's a existential threat. Then I think the first officer would go.
You may have crossed the magnetic shield, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No one simply wanders around this prison. I will escort you to the warden. You will follow me.
I hate this place. For one reason only.
Warden, the visitors are here.
I can see them, Rogas!
Your presence here is unnecessary. The only Federation citizens on Rurapen are frozen into the ice. But don't let me dissuade you from your manhunt. My guards will stay where they are. If there was a breach, it would have tripped the alarms. Our security system is quite advanced. This is a prison, after all. But please, examine the security system for yourself. If you refuse to accept the word of the prison's warden, that is, you dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg, you may be representatives of Jempak, but you'll taste my blade if you insult me again.
I love this. I love this storyline.
Go! See for yourself. You will only find the Padak dumped here to rot.
Follow me to the general holding area.
By the way, I hate this place because it's ice and snow and cold. I hate ice planets. For one simple reason. I hate the cold in general. I have always
Take one
hated
of
the
the
cold.
jackal mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery. Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
I do have to admit that the Klingons actually chose a good planet for a prison planet. First of all, for a maximum security prison on a different planet. An ice planet would actually work, mainly because, first of all, they're not going anywhere. As long as the only thing on the planet is the ice, the prison itself.
I ain't seen nothing, and I don't know nothing.
The bumpheads kick humans out on the ice for laughs.
Got anything to trade?
Unless you can get me out of here, we have nothing to talk about.
Leave me alone. I believe someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can. And they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs. Because I'm not a Batak, like the Warden and his cousin. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rura Pente? The human is here to extract a prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a Koch. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead within a year. Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold grave is my patience. Someday, I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies, and you will need my help to survive. The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know is that I am a Klingon warrior with the information you need. Follow me, and I will take you to the one the prisoners call the Worm. The Worm is over by the mine entrance.
I was saying, it would make a great prison, especially if the only thing is, you can't just have them sit there, doing nothing. They're just gonna freeze to death. Faster. But if you actually, give them something new, like mine work.
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded tar. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchangers?
I see you've found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule, and you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need to be going.
Follow him! He's running for the surface!
Enemy target on sensor. Flanking damage detected. Flanking damage detected. Flanking damage detected.
Hurry! We have to stop him! The worm has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him before he can reach the edge of the magnetic shield. I promise that I'll explain everything once we track him down.
Alright, let's do this.
The human is trying to cross the ice. We need to hurry before he gets outside the magnetic shield. In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult to track his movements in this flurry. Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs.
How can they survive on the surface?
They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners.
You said you would explain why you were thrown into Rura Pente.
I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason.
How can there be peace? We are at war!
You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorkon.
Yeah, that's a point.
Now, let me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another?
Yeah, that's a point.
Honor must be upheld.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats.
Yeah, considering each of the great houses has their own military forces. That's a massive downside.
There he is!
Impressive. Your determination is commendable. There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act. Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Kemtar, will both have a chance for glory. Kemtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will want.
I don't. He and I have never met. But as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize. If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
I don't care if you trust me. Kemtar, tell your father that obligations have been met. Only you can decide how you'll deal with the greater threat.
The only threat you should be worried about is me. You're a miserable Karut. Not only have you broken penal colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of House Tor. I don't care if Kemtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of latinum to keep this piece of Baktak locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
If Rogaz could find us, we can expect more guards soon. You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened.
We read you, Captain. What are your orders? We can't get a lock on your position, Captain. You must still be within range of the magnetic field. We will bring the ship down to the surface to pick you up, Captain.
If we head for higher ground, it will be easier for your ship to locate us.
Okay.
Look up ahead. The Warden and the guards are approaching.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what Gempok's representatives have done here today, they will order your immediate execution!
Enough to keep us warm long after you're dead. We get paid whether Kemtar lives or dies. So before I kill you, I'll offer you the coward's choice of surrender. What am I forgetting, Tosha?
He fucked around, and now he's about to find out.
Putting end to a band of dishonorable fools. I trust you're ready to leave this freezing, miserable place, Captain. In many ways, I think Rurapente is worse than Grethor itself.
No, I think Grekor is worse.
Drake said we should go to the Vor system. What would we possibly find there? Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence to show the Council.
Transporter room is standing by, Captain. We're ready to bring you aboard at your command.
Your report on Warden Kritak and the prison riot was disturbing. I have transferred many prisoners to Urapenthe, and this is the first I've heard of corruption. As you know, the Empire does not tolerate fraud or dishonesty. I accept your resolution to the matter, but I am displeased that you did not apprehend Drake. The fact you freed Kimtar also requires scrutiny. If Kimtar were not Ambassador Worf's son, I would demand that you return him to First City at once. However, if you believe there's evidence of further corruption, you have my authorization to pursue this matter discreetly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay.
During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great houses has been corrupted by a foreign influence and is plotting against the Empire. I was thrown into Urapenthe as punishment for digging too close to the truth. The fugitive Drake suggested that we travel to the Vor system. We hope to find evidence that will prove there is an internal threat to the Empire.
Yeah, no. Actually, no, I think this is actually a really good torpedo, because it can deal damage to a number of enemies in a certain range. War systems, not that far away. We're actually technically right next door.
Captain, we've entered the Vor system. There's a starbase in orbit dead ahead. Huh. It's one of ours, but the record's listed as a research facility operated by Uridian scientists.
The Uridians are not known for their scientific prowess, but the research station is listed as a protected asset. According to your ship's computer, the Uridians have a trade agreement with a human scientist named Amar Singh. He is working with someone in the Empire on a genetic research project. It's unclear what Drake expected us to find here.
This is Research Facility Logner Beta 3. I am Plardos Yarden, commander of the station. With whom am I speaking? We weren't informed there would be visitors today. How may we serve the Empire?
Commander Plardos, you will provide this ship's computer access to all recent station communication logs. You will also transmit a manifest of shipments and supply delivery receipts for the last month.
Well, this is unexpected. You do realize that we have an agreement with your government and Dr. Singh. Our research is highly classified. You do have some sort of official order granting permission to view these records?
This is sick.
Why are you attacking us? Please, we are not your enemy. You're completely mad. This is a top security installation. You don't have authorization to access our records. We're filing a formal complaint. Of course we're hiding something. We're conducting classified research. That's why you are not authorized to access station records. You do understand the concept of top secret, don't you?
Yeah.
This is preposterous. We refuse to hand over top secret information without proper authorization. We will defend ourselves, if necessary.
They've powered up defensive cannons and launched small craft. The station commander sent a distress signal. A ship is responding. Captain, Romulan warbird on sensors. Captain, the Romulans are hailing us.
We received a distress call from this station. We are here to provide assistance. Station Commander Plardos sounded distressed. He mentioned a disagreement with a Klingon vessel. It would be dishonorable of us not to investigate. We appreciate the delicate nature of the situation. Would you mind if we spoke with the station? Perhaps we could resolve any misunderstanding.
I find this very suspicious. Why would Romulans respond to a distress call here?
The Romulans hailed the station on an open frequency, and then immediately switched to an encrypted channel. The Romulan ship hasn't raised shields. What are they up to?
I don't need to remind you that we're in Klingon territory. The fact that these Romulans are here at all could be the clue we need.
Captain, the station has transported several crates of goods to the Romulans.
Commander Plardos has explained the situation. It sounds as if there's been a miscommunication. The foolish bravado of the Klingon Empire. Attacking your own station and then accusing us of wrongdoing. I should have expected something like this. Very well. We'll communicate in terms you can understand.
Interesting. One of the rockets is firing on the other rocket. The other rocket's ship could belong to the
This is Commander Telek of the Romulan Republic. We are here to cooperate with the Klingon Empire.
The Romulan Republic is thankful for your assistance. We had tracked the Tal Shiar to this system, but we would have been outmatched without your aid.
The Romulan Republic faces many challenges, but conflict with the Klingon Empire should not be one of them. As a gesture of good faith, I'll share with you information that you might find to be of value. We believe Tal Shiar agents are collaborating with operatives in the Klingon Empire to steal weaponry and technology. We have uncovered large supplies of Klingon weapons on the planet Nimbus 3 that we believe are being stockpiled there by agents of the Empress. The stolen goods are being transferred through several facilities in the local sector, including this science station. The shipping manifests on the supply crates and the weapons themselves. By tracking the flow of goods, we've learned that there are agents in the Klingon Empire transferring stolen supplies to the Tal Shiar. Those supplies are being stockpiled on Nimbus 3. If you will help track down the source of those weapons, we will share our data with you. Transferring the data now. We expect the Klingon Empire to track down the source of these stolen goods and punish those responsible before more weapons fall into the wrong hands. If we discover any further information, we will notify the Empire's ambassador on Mol Rihan.
Please listen to me. We were only following protocol. We must ensure that our research doesn't fall into the wrong hands. We didn't know the shipments we were transferring were stolen. I was told that the crates were medical supplies needed on the war front. We didn't ask questions. Please, show mercy. We were only doing what we were ordered to do. Due to present circumstances, we will forego normal security authorization and provide the files you have requested. We live to serve the Empire.
We've received the data that Kemtar requested, Captain. It will take some time to analyze these files and track the source of the shipments. In the meantime, we are prepared to leave the system on your command.
Alright. That was interesting. We have to actually fight alongside the Romulan Republic. I will go into more detail when we get to the Romulan Republic.
Your officers have analyzed the shipping logs from the research facility. Their findings confirm what the Romulan Republic officer told us. Someone has been routing technology and weapons to the Tal Shiar, and they are going to great lengths to cover their tracks. An operation of this magnitude would acquire the resources of one of the houses. But the shipments are being routed in such a way to conceal their point of origin. Our evidence is circumstantial. It was my eagerness to point fingers without proof that landed me in Urapinthe in the first place. We must exercise patience and wait for our prey to reveal themselves. My father is Ambassador Worf. He has many friends and many enemies. I tried to convince him that one of the houses was moving in the shadows against us. He either didn't believe me or didn't care. Either way, he made his decision when he refused to act after I was sent to Urapinthe. His pride is a weakness our enemy will try to exploit. You can try, but we must be prepared if he doesn't. We should at least warn him of the danger, even if he refuses to see the knife at his throat.
Alright, drawer. Go to the corner system. I like his outfit. Oh, yes.
Perhaps. First, tell me who you are. Greetings. How may I assist you? That is an odd request. We stand in the courtyard of the Great Hall, and honor has no need of secrecy. If you cannot speak your mind in this place, then I have no desire to hear what you have to say. That is not my son's name. If Kemtar wishes to talk, tell him to come and speak to me. I will not communicate through intermediaries. He is the only one in danger, unless you have been foolish enough to listen to his tales. But you have already made that mistake. If you have spoken to him, then you have been to Urapinthe. I am Gintok to the House of Martok. Lady Sorella has declared vengeance on the House of Jimpok. It would not surprise me if all the great houses wish me dead. Tell my son that I am capable of defending myself. Romulans? That does not make sense. Jimpok's position towards the Federation and the Tal Shiar is very clear. And in this, he has my house's full support. It would be foolish for any house to make such a connection. However, I would not be surprised to hear you mention the House of Duras. And that is exactly the sort of accusation that landed my son in a penal colony. Tell Kemtar that unless he has proof, he should stay silent. If he is a fugitive from Urapinthe, he will only make his situation worse. I do not want to know any more about what you two are plotting.
Has Worf agreed to speak to us? What name I use is not important. Did you tell him what we've learned? Did you tell him the Romulans are involved? Given their history, I've considered the possibility that the House of Duras might be involved. Is he at least willing to review our evidence? Yaicha! He is a stubborn old man and he is going to get himself killed. Agreed. If the Jintok to House Martok will not listen, we will take our concerns to the house itself. Martok's son Drex is off-world. I will contact Lady Sorella and arrange a meeting.
These events are very disturbing. They paint a picture of a large conspiracy against prominent houses of the Empire. I will work with my contacts to see what else I can learn. And I will notify you when I have enough leads to further our investigation.
Congratulations,
Sorella, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands. She did not explain why she wanted to see you, but I expect that she has some tasks she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat. But they still have many allies among the KDF, and I am loath to reject Sorella's request without a good reason. Gaining the favor of the House of Martok could serve you well. But remember, they have many enemies. I harbor no ill towards Sorella, but do not get caught up in her vengeance against me. It would not be in your best interest.
Okay.
Serve the Empire well. Kapla!
Okay. So, we're going to... no. We're going to get rid of that. It has a... better, and oh, that's right. Yeah. So I can actually have a yeah, you can actually have a combat pet. And they can make things more interesting. I believe, even your first officers can actually have combat pets they will bring down. See, technically you can, instead of having like one combat pet, you can have like a total, like an entire squad that's 10 people.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It has been too long. After Gowron stripped my house of its titles and lands, this place became my home. I will defend it and House Martok to my final breath. Come, Lady Sorella waits for us ahead. Believe me when I say it is unwise to keep her waiting.
Welcome. I will skip the usual pleasantries. We have serious matters to discuss. The House of Martok has many enemies. Some of them seek to curry favor with Gempok, or the House of Duras, by striking at us. Until now, most of these attacks have been a little more than a nuisance. But now we know that an enemy may be plotting to assassinate Worf, and my grandson, Maven, may also be a target. The filthy Baktag willing to carry out such dishonorable attacks must be stopped. And so, I ask you to find these assassins and eliminate them.
Any threat to House Martok will be dealt with, my lady. On that, you have my word as a warrior. Where is Maven now?
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip, but that was before you reported your findings to me. Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kemtar's suspicions of a house collaborating with the Tal Shiar, It seems to be an odd coincidence.
Yes.
We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
They could also be a farmhand. You know, the Romulans have been scattered by this point.
A Romulan? Here? Once I would have considered that impossible. But we live in strange times. Maybe they have come to their senses and joined with the Empire against the Federation. I haven't seen this Romulan myself, but one of the others might have. You have my leave to speak with the workers. One of them might have seen your pointy-eared interloper about.
Of what interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
Maybe they're a Romulan farmer. Never know.
The only thing I've paid attention to of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a farmer. You wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry I couldn't help you.
The dogs have been busy tearing up my roots. But other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing the Romulan. He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system. He set up equipment on the hill over there. But I haven't seen him lately. It wouldn't surprise me if he's up to no good. You can never trust a Romulan.
This surveyor may be more than he seems. The idea of a Romulan moving alone, freely on estate grounds? I do not like where this is going. Let's follow his steps. Doing so could lead to insight on the Romulan's actions. I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech. That is definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying equipment. It is a short-range EM transmitter, not something a surveyor would use, Romulan or otherwise. I have a bad feeling about this. That is definitely Romulan. It is a short-range Well done. We still have a suspicious Romulan on the loose, however. There is a shipping and receiving area nearby, close to a landing pad. I suggest speaking with the workers there. They may have seen our mysterious surveyor recently.
Yeah, and I do like this mission because we get to see a bit of what everyday life is for a Klingon, when they're not, you know, fighting and whatnot.
Yes, I remember this man. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the Kethan lowlands. He didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me that he was a part of a diplomatic delegation studying our agriculture. Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jimpak. He's too soft. The oddest thing I remember, other than him being a Romulan, was that he personally scheduled the delivery of goods to the farm. That is against our security procedures. Lady Sorella insists on authorizing all deliveries to the manor.
Yeah, that's actually a good security policy, honestly.
However, his codes were valid, and he had Lady Sorella's signature, so I did as he asked. His delivery arrived today. It's a large package we moved to the grain storage shed near the house of Martok's manor. The Neff would know what was on it. He handles most of Lady Sorella's business transactions.
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely.
I processed that delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives for digging out a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sorella with her signature and authorization codes. She must need the new irrigation channel badly. Normally, Sorella delays such tasks until the winter, when the farm hands aren't busy with planting and harvesting. This spy is clever, placing the explosives near the House of Martok's fertilizer stores. If he detonates them, the results will be devastating. I believe that device we found earlier was intended to be a trigger relay. Taking it out will slow the Romulan down, but it may not be enough to foil his plan. We should focus our search near the fertilizer shed. The spy will need a good vantage point to monitor the area before he triggers the detonation. Come, the hunt continues. Use your scanner to search for Romulan life signs. The signal is getting weaker. The signal is getting stronger. 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 There, by the ship. What is that Romulan doing?
The House of Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop what has begun.
Treacherous Vorshak! It's an ambush! They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all.
Yeah.
This ship, it is the Rotaran, the flagship of House Martok. That Romulan wanted to blow up more than fertilizer. It would have been a fatal blow, both to the House and its honor. Huicha! One thing is clear. Whoever is behind this plot has no honor. Not even a Fekiri would join forces with the Tal Shiar. It is madness! We must continue the hunt, my friend. The Romulan still draws breath, and as long as he lives, our troubles will multiply. Piece of Baktok probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit. Let us return to your ship and see if we can find it.
Yep. Ooh, I smell something good. I think I smell dinner.
Ever since Jempak recognized the government on New Romulus, the number of Romulan ships in orbit over Kronos has increased. Most of them have legitimate reasons for being here. As a diplomat, I realize that harassing such a ship could lead to an incident. That's trouble we do not need. Very well. I am willing to continue, as long as you understand that discovering the vessel that holds our quarry will be difficult. There's a lot of warp and impulse traffic in the area. It's too much for the scanners to handle.
especially if we're dealing with a cloaked ship. That's assuming the ship is still in the system. They may have gone to warp as soon as the spy stepped off the transporter pad. Ah, your intuition served us well, my friend. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortions from the nearby asteroids. I believe a cloaked Romulan warbird recently entered warp there. If we get a closer scan,
I'm being pursued by annoying Klingon insects. What are they called? Ah, As much as I would love to dance, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere, so let's change partners.
Let's see if we can follow the warp trail of the Romulan leader. Scanning. Ah, there it is. Warp trail detected. Agreed. I believe Lady Sorella's suspicions were correct. The Romulans mean to kill Maven and anyone that gets in their way. Like my father. Both Maven and my father are formidable warriors, but even they can be overwhelmed by numbers and treachery. I must go to Forcas to warn them. Will you join me, my friend? We have arrived in the Forcas system. The Warbird's warp trail ends here. She's out there, somewhere. And I've hailed him several times, but he has not answered. Either he is unable to respond, or unwilling to respond. Let us hope he is engaged with the Batleth tournament, and watching over Maven. We will need to beam down to the surface to know for certain. Yes, she is dropping into orbit over Forcas 3, and hailing us. It appears Commander Tarson would like a word.
You're becoming an annoyance. You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
Scan for energy traces so we can follow them. Find him! Quickly!
Alright. Do this.
You cannot stop what is already set in motion. The Klingon Empire will fall.
Yeah, but not today, boyo.
Carson may have beamed himself and his agents to the surface. He also has Klingon traitors aiding his cause. We have more work to do, my friend. Let us beam down and attempt to contact Maven and my father before things get worse.
Before I do that, I'm gonna actually go check on dinner because I smell it. It smells good. It's making me hungry. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Dinner's quite not ready yet, but it is there. I smell it. It smells really good.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden, but their Klingon allies will be able to move freely. Even so, someone might have noticed some unusual behavior. Let's start in the bar. Tongues loosened by blood wine may reveal clues we'd otherwise miss.
To the bar!
Did you see Jim Puck when he was young and still fighting in the tournaments? Oh, now that was something to behold. He was masterful and fluent, not like the young tards here these days. I'm surprised that some of them can hold on to their badness for the entire match. Ah!
Wonderful! Another stout warrior eager to hear a story of my glory days in battle. Pull up a chair and I'll allow you the honor of buying your bloodline.
Have you seen the fighter from the House of Duras? He looks like a real contender for champion standing. I'll bet you a barrel of blood wine that he wins without taking a single wound.
General Chang fought Dahar Master Kor, both in their prime fighting condition. Who do you think would take champion standing?
Dahar Master Kor.
And what do you think of the new rule restricting botnet links to between
110 and 120 centimeters.
Do you really think a Romulan would be foolish enough to beam down to an arena filled with hundreds of Klingon warriors? Besides, ever since that one tournament where the champion of the House of Mokai used a transporter to steal his opponent's bat'leth in the middle of a fight, there are transport inhibitors in place. The only places they can operate are the transport pads and cargo storage.
The enemy is devious, moving in disguise. Tactics worthy of House Mokai, but not a true Klingon warrior. If they're posing as cargo haulers, they will have access to the locker rooms where competitors store their gear. They need only wait there for Maven between rounds and strike when he least expects. Hearing the chanting and sounds of bat'leths reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Cote Baval festival. That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
Nuchnech, speak quickly. I have a tournament to run and little time for fools. Access is limited to maintenance staff and competitors. If you have a security concern, take it up with security. I am, and you will explain your impudence before I show you why I am in charge. The hard way.
There is another way. Is it still possible to enter the tournament?
Not as a competitor, but we do have an opening for an exhibition match. One of the fighters put enough blood wine in his gut to drop the Gone King and had to withdraw. If you wish to take his place, then combat you shall have. No firearms are allowed. You must use a melee weapon. A bat'leth is preferred, but this is an exhibition, so you may use an unconventional melee weapon if you wish. Even one of those Vulcan lurpas they wave at each other in mating disputes. Ha! And now, an exhibition match.
Flanking damage detected.
He's one knocking me down.
This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly. Ha! You fight well. Work on your form, and you might qualify for next year's tournament. You may use the locker rooms
Thank
to
you,
clean up.
Tar
Good.
2124.
Should you have the courage,
Thank you for following.
I will allow you the honor of buying me a blood wine later. Perhaps we will see if you drink as well as you fight.
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Kemtom. Kemtom was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Maranga
What's this?
4.
A globfly
I
buzzes
used the
into these
name
hollow
Kemtom
chambers?
to honor his
This
memory,
is a place for
to remind
competitors,
me of what it
insect.
means
Be
to
gone!
be Klingon.
The insect buzzes still. I think it is time I stifled it permanently. Last chance, globfly. Leave on your own 2 feet or on the barge to Grethel.
Enemy target detected. Flanking damage detected.
More traitors in league with Tarson. They must be preparing to strike.
By the way, Klingon warriors do actually in modern combat come in with bat'leth. A great example of this is during the Klingon siege of Deep Space Nine. You can see Klingon warriors transporting in with batless, and they had, I think a few of them had rifles, but I think most of them had batless, or the shorter version of the one that can be used like in one hand, and a destructor pistol. And actually interact with them. And it makes great sense. The only thing I had a problem with during the Dominion War for the Federation side is the fact that they didn't have dedicated ground troops.
You are looking for Maven? He is in another room, further down the hallway.
And, well, I get that they don't have any permanent ground, troops. But one of the things that doesn't make sense to me, right, is the fact that when Starfleet was formed, before Starfleet was formed, United Earth had a group of soldiers called the Makos. Now, Makos were actually their ground forces. They were highly competent, as seen in Star Trek Enterprise. But when the Federation was formed, they got rid of all the Makos. They say, "Oh, we're shutting you guys down. There's no reason to have you." It's kind of dumb. Because in Star Trek Enterprise, they perform very admirably, both fighting in the quarters of the ship, and also on the ground.
Maven has fallen to treachery. The House of Martok will have its revenge.
Tor, I need reinforcements.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. My headset's currently being is connected to my Xbox controller. Don't worry. Tomorrow, when I get paid, I'm gonna go see if I can get a new headset.
What is the meaning of this, Alexander? Maven was sent here to replace his equipment, and yet I find you here, surrounded by Romulans with the grandson of Martok dead at your feet.
Lady Sorella feared that you alone would not be able to keep her grandson safe. We followed these Romulans here, and would have stopped them had these halls not been filled with Klingon traitors. And where were you when these assassins struck?
I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses, yet here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Sorella at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosive, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows, with blades at our backs.
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
Agreed. A great house conspiring with the Tal Shiar to assassinate other Klingons. And it is not just a theory. How high does the corruption go?
Sorella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house, the warrior Belera. She's been personally trained by me and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Torg.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. My former jailers were from that house. At least, before we sent them to Grethel on the frozen tundra of Rurapente. You have fought with me this far, my friend. Will you see this through to the end?
Right.
The idea that one of the great houses is conspiring with Romulans to attack House Martok is troublesome. Come to the Kethel Lowlands. Worf and I would be honored if you would participate in Maven's Hecate. Once we have put our family matters to rest, you may work with Worf and Kemtar to determine our plan of attack.
Okay.
Serve the Empire well.
Yep, alright. It's just sad that he died, but, you know, what can you do? And by the way, I love my fan because I have a remote that allows me to turn it on and off.
Maven was the heir of House Martok. We will be diminished without him. He died as a warrior born, and soon he will join his honored ancestors in the halls of Stovokor.
You honor my house by returning the body of Maven to his home. My grandson was very traditional. In his honor, we shall perform an Akfo. Together, we will follow our ancient traditions by watching over Maven until his spirit is ready for the journey to Stovokor. I would be honored if you joined us in the Akfo.
In the flash, before the night, you heard the call of Stovokor. The warriors singing. Cry out your name. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let not your heart be filled with fear. The spirit soars on honor's wings. Your heart is singing, You found your way. Welcome home. Welcome home. Thank you for participating in the Akvo. It is important that we remember our traditions.
Yes.
Together, we have kept away the predators that would take Meven's body before his spirit was ready to leave for Stovokor. Now he may seek the fellowship of Martok and continue the warrior's journey.
Pardon my interruption, Gintok. We have an urgent security matter. House of Torg warriors was seen gathering in the first city. We have word that they are planning an assault, and will be here any moment.
Send an alert to everyone on the estate. I will see to Lady Sorella. Prepare your men. We will not let these dogs catch us by surprise. Yes. Here they come. Show them no mercy.
Defend Lady Sorella!
Oh, you done
House
fucked up
Torg
now,
will end you Martok fools, and your pathetic house!
You desecrated the Akvo, and
oh yeah,
for
no.
that, you will die.
The ferry for Grathor leaves soon, and you shall be on it, you worthless Garut.
More enemies approach.
Torg sent his lackeys to attack us during a sacred ritual. He is truly a dishonorable Takek, and I will have my vengeance. Worf, Kemtar, honored allies of House Martok, hear me now. Lead our warriors against the House of Torg and bring an end to their treachery once and for all.
After everything you have done on behalf of the House of Martok, I ask that you see this campaign to its conclusion. The House of Torg must not be allowed to survive this day. The House of Torg's main base is located in the Gorath system. I will prepare our fleet, and we will attack while we have the advantage. Take Alexander with you, and he will ensure your ship is recognized as an ally by our fleet. Torg will soon discover that the House of Martok is stronger than he was led to believe. Make contact with the fleet when you enter the Gorath system to receive further instruction.
Alright, let's do this. Yeah, anyone who attempts to disrupt a honorable ceremony like that, no matter who you are, yeah, they're pieces of shit, in my eyes. Especially over a dead body, that's wrong. I think I think I'm gonna try to get done with the Klingon stuff today, because there's not that many missions left.
We've arrived in the Gorath system. Our transponder signal has been linked to the Martok fleet commander, and we're receiving battle instructions. The IKS Mooj will follow us. Our task is to destroy hard assets that Torg could use to mount a counterattack.
To battle!
Alright, we are being escorted by the US IKS Mooj. I think we also got 2 Raptors following in close succession to ours. And it looks like the battle's kicked off by 3 House of Martok's Birds of Prey versus 1 House of Targ's Birds of Prey. The House of Targ ship is gonna go boom. It's a 3-on-1 battle.
There is one of the freighters. Target it before it can escape. Target it before it can escape.
Actually, I've been playing since, I think, 2013. I'm sorry.
With these assets
Didn't see
destroyed,
a message until
House
now.
Torg will be unable to resupply their forces. Their ability to fight will be greatly limited. Now, Torg must be brought before the Council, so that we may reveal the depths of his house's treachery.
And then this is the last one of the Empire yet. Oh, no. I thought that was the last Empire. No, this is where in the house already wins. Alright, let's do this. I do have a 65 Star Trek character who is currently my main. He is not my original main. My original main, I think I deleted many years ago. I only recently came back to the game. And I will be streaming Star Trek Online and Final Fantasy XIV on and off. So, one stream will be Final Fantasy XIV, and then one will be Star Trek Online. And this will go on for this month until 14's expansion launchers, and I'll probably do a couple streams back to back to
At
back.
last, the stronghold of House Torg. This will be over soon. Torg is here, trapped like a hardy bach. That will make him dangerous, but not invincible. Coward that he is, Torg will put all of his warriors in our path, including his son, Segen. Perhaps we will have vengeance for Maven sooner than we expected.
Because on July 2nd is when we will have Final Fantasy 14's Dawn Trail will actually release it. I already pre-owned it, so I'm already good on that front. There is some. I actually have a problem with.
Segen's quarters are up ahead. Despite being an idiot and a follower, he is the heir of House Torg. He will have supported his father in all things, even treason, even the killing of Maven. For that, he must pay.
And this mission should get me to my next rank.
What's this? Attack assassin! Here! Madness!
Torg severed Martok's bloodline when he killed Maven. Now, with the death of Segen, we have our revenge!
And yet, both houses are forever bound in grief.
As it has always been, my friend. As it always will be. For we are Klingon! We must seek any further evidence of Torg's treason. We can use what we find when we bring him before the council.
14 has got to be the best MMO that I've ever played. And I have played Warcraft, I have played Warframe, I have played this. Obviously, I played Neverwinter. I played Star Wars, The Old Republic. 14 has got to be the best MMO that I've played. Because of how they handle the job system in that game.
Idiots! You told us this place was secure!
I have, for 14, I actually have I'm max level, obviously. I've actually streamed it on this, on Twitch.
You dare to interrupt my drinking? You Martok fools must really want to die.
Well, that.
Enemy targets on sensor.
the little things of them going to, like, you know, have warriors that are drunks and whatnot. We're still very careful. I'm thinking about doing my first ever ranking video when I get done with all these beginner missions.
Those shipping containers in the back corner are not of Klingon design.
No, they are Romulan.
These are Romulan shipping containers, but they're filled with Klingon weapons and technology. These crates are similar to those we found in the Vor system. According to the shipping manifests, they're scheduled to be transferred to a freighter with a destination somewhere within Romulan space. This evidence connects Torg directly to the information we received from the Romulan Republic captain. Torg is selling weapons and secrets to the Tal Shiar, and in exchange, they provide him with deniable assets, ships and assassins to remove his competitors.
Okay. Well, now it seems like he needs to be removed.
You fight well, but you will go no further, assassins!
I like this, like the house setup and all the lighting and all that. Muy excelente.
Torg must be locked in his audience chamber. We must get those doors open.
Well, if you can't unlock it normally, you have to blow them up. But then again, I'm playing as Orion. Okay, that's
That is far enough, you filthy piece of bastard! Did you think that you could walk into my home, kill my son, and live to tell about it? I will personally drag you and every other misbegotten member of your house to the frozen core of Rura.
Well, I haven't had anyone to actually confirm these settings. I'm still getting used to things. How's that?
Your corruption is poison. You talk of honor, but have none of your own. You see power, yet trade it to our enemies for personal gain. You rule a great house, yet have no understanding of what makes our people great.
Don't talk to me of our people, Alexander, son of Worf. It is because of half-breeds like you that our people have grown weak. The fact that Martok accepted you into his family is reason enough for me to destroy his house. You have no idea what the future holds for our people. If you knew what the Romulans have told me, you would beg to join us.
Whatever the future may bring to the Empire, you will not be a part of it, Torg. I will see to that. Perhaps in the future, there will be peace between our houses. But
you dare insult me with talk of peace? As you stand there with the blood of my son on your hands? There will be no peace between us, mongrel. I will not rest until every man, woman, and child of House Martok are among the honorless dead, bound for
wow. This guy's got some hatred.
Take care of these assassins.
Yeah.
And bring me Alexander. I want to teach him a lesson.
You know what? I'm gonna sub my own doggo. Alright. Stop summoning targs. They're annoying. Especially considering whatever.
Coward! He used his transporter!
Of course he's a transporter. He's an idiot. If he would have actually died without him, he could probably save this house.
He has escaped for now. But when we are finished, we will make sure that he has nowhere to run. There will be no safe haven in the entire Empire for Tor. We must take the evidence we've collected to Kronos and present it to the High Council. Once Chancellor Gempok knows of Torg's treason, there will be justice at last. Perhaps they will put Torg into my old cell on Rurapente. It is more than he deserves, but it would be poetic.
Oh yeah, especially with the new warden. I find it really poetic if they actually hire a warden whose main job is to keep him alive as long as possible so he suffers. Yes, I went a little dark there, but everyone has their dark side. That was one of my better ones.
Incoming hail. It is my father.
The remainder of our fleet has assembled in the system. The House of Torg has called in Romulan reinforcements. If we stick to our offensive strategy, we will prevail. Form up behind the IKS TIE, and we will teach these fools how to fight ship to ship.
Alright. This feels like an actual fleet engagement. Well, actually, I won't say a fleet engagement. Because you got cruisers, raptors. That warbird's fucked. Half the fleet's gone. Have the adventure to push it home. You know, hit it where it hurts, and then hit it some more. believe that's the last of their fleet. Yep. What to Chronos?
Reading a few ships on attack vectors, all with House Torg registries. Someone doesn't want us to present our evidence to the High Council. It does not matter. I did not come this far to fall in battle to the lackeys of Torg.
Federation. Federation Tactical, to be exact.
My father has contacted Chancellor Jumpok and explained the situation. He is waiting for us in the Great Hall. The Chancellor and the High Command are waiting for us as well. There, my father will formally accuse Torg of treason. Father tells me that Torg will be present as well. That should make things interesting.
Yes, it should. Also, my 65 is flying a command tactical battle cruiser. Let me find it for you real quick. Once it gets done loading. I've never seen it actually do that before. I will actually do that. Quick set the other way. I might have to reset the game for that to load, but no matter.
It is time. We must confront Torg. Tell me, it is my duty to represent the House of Martok in this matter. I have reviewed the evidence that you and Kemtar have gathered, and I may call upon you to present your findings as testimony. However, you are not to speak unless asked by myself or a member of the High Council. It is time. We must confront Torg.
Alright, let's do this.
Ambassador Worf and Kimtar. An interesting band of warriors, to be sure. The time has come. We are ready to hear your claim. Are you prepared to show evidence to support it? Worf, son of Moog, you have called this council on a very serious matter. Speak.
The House of Martok will show evidence that Torg, son of Cormog, has committed acts of treason.
I will not stand by and let the House of Martok spread more lies and deceit to this council.
This brave warrior, together with my son Alexander, uncovered a plot by the House of Torg to transfer weapons and classified technology to our enemies in the Romulan Star Empire. We have presented to the Chancellor's aides physical evidence and computer logs that will trace stolen weapons from the exchange through the House of Torg to agents within the Tal Shiar.
This dishonorable Baktak would say anything to hide the weakness and decay in his own house.
The evidence is clear, Torg. It is the finding of this council that you have lost all sight of honor and are guilty of treason. The accusation stands. The judgment is discommendation. From this point forward, the House of Torg will be no more.
You have killed my son! You have stripped my house of honor! I will burn in the fires of Grethor! But not before I kill you!
Father, look out!
Ah!
Alexander!
Uh-oh.
We will control the Empire! Kill these fools! Bring me out of here! Now!
It seems I am not the warrior I should have been, Father.
You were warrior enough to save me. All that matters now is that you are my son.
And for that, I am proud.
This breaks my heart,
Save
man.
your strength, son. Help is coming.
They will be too late. Today is a good day to die.
It will be a good death. You are a warrior.
Yeah, this hurts. This pulls my heartstrings, man. Because I remember us getting introduced to Alexander on the USS Enterprise, in Next Generation. That, like, I remember that little kid.
This tragedy will not be forgotten. I want to thank you for rescuing my son from Rurapente and allowing him to die with honor. You have done much for the House of Martok, but we have also lost much. Perhaps, but the pain will remain. Alexander never realized that he truly was Kimtar, both then and now. We must remember to stay true to our beliefs. Only then can we live and die with honor. Until we meet again, warrior.
Yeah, now that, you know, that, I remember when we get introduced to them. Oh, that was a good episode. That was a good episode, too. You know, Deep Space Nine started off as
We will make sure the House of Torg is properly punished for their cowardly actions. Torg has been on the Council for many years, and I thought I knew his heart. I was wrong. I had no part in or knowledge of his acts against the House of Martok. For that, he will pay dearly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Alright, we are now Lieutenant Commander.
Congratulations! You have proven yourself to be a strong warrior and invaluable to the Klingon Empire. Report to the shipyard orbiting Kronos. I would like to formally recognize your contributions to the Empire.
Kavan, warrior. I bring news from the war, and an opportunity for honor and glory. We recently took the Alhena system from the Federation in battle. In response, Starfleet has sent a task force to take it back. Our forces may not be enough to repel their counterattack. Alhena is an important system. I will not see it fall back into Federation hands. Join me there, and we will teach Starfleet what happens when you defy the Klingon Empire!
Yeah, and that's part of the, vigilance, thing. I think we should be able to do 5 episodes within about an hour and a half.
Everything we do is for the...
We are gonna go to... I don't think we have access to the Taylor stuff yet. Shipyard. Chief engineer. Alright, so we have... so we can get another bird of prey. A raptor. A battle cruiser. A different... Oh, we can't get the third bird of prey because it's not part of the free list. So yeah. We have these 3 sources. I'm thinking a raptor. Yeah, let's go with the raptor. Now, would you care to submit a name for our new ship? Oh, I know, but I like to involve when I'm streaming. I like to involve chat in stuff like this. So please submit a name. Something appropriate, mind you. Okay. Here then. Your name is the ship's name. Let's put that there. I don't know if I want to be. Yeah, we'll do the same thing with this. Cause, by the way, I like having carriers. Let's go our experience. Okay, so we're now going back down for a reason. Because I need to adjust my uniform. And I'll be doing this as my character, characters grow in rank. Clothing, and I actually get to show you guys how the whole thing works. So we are going to actually create a new one. Let it does take a little bit of time to actually load up. Okay, so we have the battle armor. I am not even gonna attempt to pronounce that name. Warrior set. The ceremonial armor. The classic tunic. I don't have that. I'm thinking the scarlet one. And I actually have that. Okay. Good. Good. Clean Empire. Oh yeah, on my shoulder. That works. I have a carrier. I like one of the carriers from like one of the from one of the earlier winter events. The bring. Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. I can't actually add the rank to this one. Okay. Purchase. Where? We will. Yep. And we will exit. I actually will show you my my characters. So as you see, I have Nelene, who is my the new lieutenant commander. This is my main, currently my main. Oh yeah, that's right. He's on New Romulus. Let's get into the Soul System real quick so I can. I was doing stuff on it here. And from my understanding, most carriers are science vessels. I'm not really into sciencey ships. I know they have their uses, but they're not for me. Oh yeah, this is the ship I was referring to earlier. The Tactical Command Battlecruiser. Which technically I get for free. Thanks to the buff. Okay. Let's go to my characters. So, I got, this is like one of the earliest ships I have. The Breen Charleston Carrier Tier 6. I also have the Operations Command Battlecruiser, the Science Command Battlecruiser, the Dyson's Science Destroyer Tier 5U, the Heavy Strike Strike Wing Escort. This one's actually pretty good. I might get the Tier 5 version of it, and this is the free ship I got from from being level 61. I'm also using the. I might switch it out for the. Let me actually get that ship real quick. Yeah, I have this. So let's buy that. Free. Doesn't really matter. Good thing I came over here because I have some things to turn in. I am about less than 30,000 away from getting military up. Nice. Let's actually just send them. Yeah, I promise I want to actually get like full carrier, but I haven't actually found one that I personally liked. It has to have like 2 hangar bays. Oh shit. Bit of noopsie on my mistake. I thought I set that to hourly, to daily, but I put that as an hourly. Oops, my bad. So yeah. On here. Let's see if I can look for a carrier. Since I have you here, might as well. No, shuttle fighter has to be a carrier, so we have. So this one could be good. I should be able to buy that tomorrow, though. There was an escort that I was told that I think it was an escort. That it might be worth me getting. I would have to look at it again and find it. But let's get back to Dean. Yeah, let's switch to our new ship. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have to actually. That's right. I can't do it in the thing. I have to actually go to the shipyard and do it, which makes no sense, honestly. I wish one of the things that I really wish they would actually allow us to do is allow us to change our ships by not having to talk to the one person about managing our ships. I don't know if that's acquire ships. Yes, this is managing it. Okay. Without saving. So, benefits of this is we get. I might put on a beam array with this, because that might work well. And oh my god, that's a cool looking little pet. Alright, let's. And now that I'm a lieutenant commander, we get more gear. Yay! Well, not more gear, better gear.
There is an incoming hail from the station's commander.
Good. More warriors to join the battle against these Starfleet thieves. This was Imperial space for centuries, until the Khitomer Accords gave it to the Federation. A mistake we have corrected, as you can see. Bah! Let them whine like newborn tards. I have but one answer for them. Glorious battle! Join the fight, and we can litter the stars with the wreckage of their ships!
Alright. They're die already.
Contents inbound. Good. My crew hungers for more battle.
is dead in space.
Looks like a ship I used to have.
Good. They are disabled and at our mercy. Now is the time to strike. Let us board the vessel and seize anything useful while we can. I hope you are ready for a fight. Despite what you may have heard, most Starfleet are not cowardly weaklings. They will defend their vessel like warriors born.
Alright, let's do this.
See what the human knows while I search their computer for intel.
What's the Klingon saying? If you're going to kill me, get it over with. If you're waiting for me to beg for my life, not going to happen. What's the Klingon saying? Better to die on our feet than live on our knees. That works for us too, you know.
He's stalling, buying time for his security teams to storm the bridge. The turbo lifts approach as we speak. Guard the entrances while I extract intelligence data from their computers.
Nice. Nice little ship. This looks a lot like Picard's. I think this is actually Picard's ready room.
My invasion of their computer systems has been very successful. I have found security command codes and transponder IDs for the Sol system. Indeed, we can do glorious deeds with this information. Deeds worthy of song and memory. Come, let us return to the ship. There is no glory to be found in a Starfleet brig.
Yep. Okay.
Vessel is too heavily damaged to be of any more use to the Empire. Your orders? Do you wish to scuttle it?
or leave its warriors to fend for themselves. Opportunities like this do not present themselves often. I suggest we contact the High Council and discuss the best course of action. Very well. I have Chancellor Jempak standing by.
You have done well today, warriors. Such boldness should be rewarded. Though an assault on Earth would be glorious, I believe there is a greater chance for success in attacking a critical Federation war asset. The Utopia Planitia shipyards.
Which are in Overmars.
Utopia Planitia is Starfleet's main ship repair and construction facility. Any lasting damage there could hinder the Federation war effort greatly. Yes, that will be your target. It is only fitting that you will find glory at a planet named for a god of war. You must act quickly. It will not be long before Starfleet learns of your success and what you have taken from them. If there are warriors eager to seek glory with you there, lead them to Mars for the Empire. Fight well. Fight with honor. Kapla!
We should approach the starbase. Some of the warriors there may wish to join us in battle once more.
It is an honor to heed your call to battle. We answer it gladly. Soon, Starfleet will pay the price for defying the immortal Empire. It will be glorious! All ships have reported in. They are ready for combat. We leave for battle at your command!
A strike this deep into Federation space has not happened in many years. If we succeed, our names will be remembered for eternity!
Yep. And to be led into battle by a lieutenant commander. But this does actually show off our leadership abilities if we're able to pull this off. So it looks like we have one battle cruiser and 3 birds of prey.
Mars, a harsh, scarred world. The humans named it well. We won't have time to destroy the main shipyard, but we can do considerable damage to their repair facilities. Agreed. Fortunately for us, the entire Third Fleet is not present. That is a battle only a fool would seek. It would be glorious for Starfleet. No, the token force in the system will fight well, but we have the element of surprise. And we are Klingons. Victory will be ours. We will also need to disable local communications. I can use the command codes we seized in battle to achieve this, but we must do it quickly. Wait too long, and every Starfleet ship in the quadrant will be summoned to aid their comrades.
And with us being hard in... Oh, we actually have more ships. So we have 2 battle cruisers and 6 birds of prey, with my Raptor leading the way. Focus fire 1 ship at a time, deal with them, take them out. Yeah, we deal 1 other ship at a time. Severely hammer them. battle command cruisers got some serious damage to it. Oh, it's gone.
This is Utopia Planitia Control. All ships scramble for defense.
Powering up its ships. Destroy as many as possible while they are down.
Taking that battle cruiser. We will do serious damage to them without. When they were still powered down. Task Force Alpha is almost destroyed. So is Bravo. Charlie's not that far behind. Beta, Task Force Bravo destroyed. There goes Alpha. All we have left is a sight vessel from Charlie. And it's rushing our fleet head on! What the hell? It has a death wish.
Never underestimate the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. I managed to get a distress signal out. Somehow. Needless to say, every ship in the sector is coming here in maximum warp. It's time to go. Let's regroup back in Klingon space and leave Starfleet to their ugly little red planet.
Escape from Mars. Let's go. Ah, thank you, Infinity V0 for following. I think, so I could be completely wrong, but I think we need one more, and we actually reached 50 followers.
We are receiving communications that the Third Fleet arrived shortly after we warped out. Some of our ships did not escape, and warriors have been captured. Even now, the Federation is denying them a glorious death in battle. You know me well. Starfleet has been disrupted. Their focus will be on Mars and other critical targets in the Sol system. Ah, but a prison? They will not consider that a critical target. A host of bold warriors could stage a jailbreak. Indeed. The nearest Federation holding facility is in the Gamma Okana system. If we move quickly, we can liberate our captured allies and spare them eternity in the halls of Grethor. As I suspected, Starfleet is still in disarray from our attack on Mars. We must swiftly disable the security measures around the station so we can beam aboard and stage the jailbreak.
Okay.
The facility is sending a distress signal. I will try to jam it. Keep working.
Almost gonna go to full on post and actually get them. So close. Oh well, it's dead. Oh, that's I'm now just looking at the ship. It actually does look really nice.
More Starfleet ships. Eliminate them. Success! Our efforts have cleared a small sensor hole in the station's defenses. We can exploit this weakness and beam into the facility. My readings indicate we won't be far from the security area where our allies are being held. Ready to transport.
Actually, after this mission, I am gonna actually have to go and eat dinner because I'm
Several
hungry.
Klingon
It smells good.
The warriors are being held in cells nearby.
Contact. Engaging hostiles.
Yeah. Grip them in the hallway where a shotgun could devastate you and your group.
Intruder alert! All personnel to security stations.
Main controls are locked. There are secondary consoles at either side of the cell block. We can use them to override the security fields there.
I will not die caged like a Hadebach. I will die a warrior's death.
Oh.
Come out, Starfleet!
Starfleet
Come and see our true warrior fight!
Changed our actions and created a scattering field to stop us from beaming out. There is a cargo train not far from here. It's currently blocked by a security. Must seize a control station so we can drop that. At that point, we can use the cargo transporter to escape.
I would assume that, since we're gonna do it, we would have had, like, extra weapons on us to give the prisoners. And it wouldn't have been just the, you know, us. I would have... done in ways. Oh. Damn that medic.
This time, Starfleet. Not this time. Ha! It is done. The field is down. And the path to the cargo transporter is clear.
Move. Shoot those fools. Let's get out of here.
Ah, miserable Starfleet Takek!
The Starfleet Kutal is devious. More than Veklar himself. He will not win this time. If I
narrow the annular confinement beam. We can, but only one person at a time. Hold the line while I control the evacuation.
Security teams to the transporter room.
Can you stop doing that confinement thing? Like doing it every time I run into one of you is like annoying freaking hell.
The first warrior is away. Second warrior transported.
Oh, damn. Spawn.
Halfway there.
Yeah, I'm not according to the progress bar, it's not.
Three left. Two to go. Only one more. All warriors have been evacuated.
Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Prisoners have been evacuated, and I managed to foil our personal Starfleet Feklar. We can all beam out now.
More enemy ships have arrived, led by the USS Challenger. This may be a battle we cannot win, my friend.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. We'll be making our stand here, and we will hold the line.
All ships, this is LaForge. Fire at will.
Yeah, we're outnumbered. Focus on the frigates first. Oh, my shields are down. Shit. My friend. Alright. All the one frigate destroyed, and the last one is on that far. Alright. Just us and the Challenger. Down.
The Challenger has disengaged at high water. I suggest we do the same as soon as possible. Course laid in. We can leave on your order.
Alright.
Word of our success is spreading throughout the Empire and the Federation. We have inspired our fellow warriors and given pause for thought to our enemy. It was a good day, my friend. A glorious day. You have proven yourself to be a warrior of singular quality. Know that I may call on you again when the Empire has need of such a warrior. Until that day, fight well and with honor. Gopla!
I'm gonna go with those.
Everything.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
We'll go with engineer. Not now. Yeah. That's the duty officer stuff. So let me actually.
One of the vessels that took part in the raid on Utopia.
I think it's whole generation. No, I would have to double check my main character because all of these characters actually will follow the same stats with them because it works very well. All right. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. I am starting. It is also 8 p.m. So I will see you all tomorrow. Alright, this is Kavfire signing off. Have a nice day. Peace.